Welcome to Cloud Dancer Speaks. Well, again, I had a topic subject to talk about and it's gone out of my head. Oh, so nothing's changed then. Okay, everyone's fine here. Dark Raven 1 is in her usual position, asleep, I hope.
No, I'm not.
She's not. Whatever. Hello, my love. Can you remember what I was going to talk about?
No, because she never said anything.
See? She's my second brain. And that's on hold. Okay. We dealt a lot with spirit, or what we call spirit, other entities. And I want to deal again with how does one heal at distance. When you concentrate and you unlock certain parts of the mind, it sends off very minute impulses. And these travel faster than the speed of light, if you like. And this interrelates with the person you're trying to heal. It actually interrelates with their aura. I mean, we're talking quantum physics now. It's the smallest particle that we know of, energy particle. And this will relate to their aura and overrides their, I suppose, synapses commands and triggers off various things happening within their body, which allows them to heal. Whether it's a four-legged creature or a tree, a plant, or a human. This is the energy that we are using. It will repair damage, and it will, I'll go as far as to say, resurrect those that have expired. Impossible, you say? No, it is not. Seen it, done it, wore the t-shirt. Dark Raven 1 and myself worked diligently to try and expand this knowledge, to be able to heal more people and do what doctors can't do. Your doctors, for instance, take about 6 years to qualify in the West. An Ayurvedic doctor takes 15 years to qualify. So what does that tell you? And it took an Ayurvedic doctor to help me when I was very sick. And I've been studying this system for a long, long time. I notice a lot of you will be going on learning on herbs. Dark Raven 1, bless her, cotton socks, has put a lot on about herbs. And if you're interested in herbs, I'd strongly advise you to have a look at it and make note of what it does, because they do work. Everything works on energy. You have your energy, herbs have theirs. I noticed in Ireland there's a precept, or if they get married, they own the person. You do not own anything. Let me make that quite clear. Every person is in charge of his own life, whether married, engaged, or whatever. That person is not responsible You're responsible. So this all combines to energy. You talk of light. Light is light particles. If you break it down, it's electronic particles. That is light. You look out your window, you see a lovely blue sky. You go into space, it's pitch black. Why? Because the light particles refract and give that illusion. Because after all, our whole universe is really an illusion. Remembering this, we can use these small particles of energy to our benefit. We can change our environment. We can change situations. We can heal. Now, we concentrate a lot on teaching and healing. This is our first thing we do. I don't teach, I heal. I sometimes put down things that might be of useful that I can delve into my mind. But remember, I serve Dark Raven One. She is the teacher and a massive healer. So that explains a lot of this. There's nothing mysterious about it. There's nothing mystical or magical, I suppose you could say that. It is basic science. You are projecting energy. Now, since the end of the year, our energy quota has increased. Things are happening. We find that I can sometimes be in a telepathic union with someone, my son or Dark Raven One, and then with me. And again, it's very basic. The brain is letting out electronic signals. It radiates out. The person you're concentrating on tunes it like a radio and receives it, decodes it, and can hear what you're saying. There's nothing very wonderful about it. You're dealing with atoms and neutrons and all this rubbish. This is why I always say, be careful how you think. Be careful what emotion you're using. Emotion is a very powerful thing. When I'm healing someone, I am emotional with that person. I become part of that person. I become inside that person. And I work on that person. It's similar to psychic surgery. I don't mean these guys that go along and pretend to open it up and get a bit of chicken liver and throw it in a bowl, and this is trickery completely. Psychic surgery is a little bit more advanced than that. You go into the body in your astral form, if you like. It's the meeting of the astral form, an electrical response between your astral body and the person you're healing's astral body occurs. Sometimes you can travel to that person and work on them. This is why we emphasize astral travel. Don't tell me you can't astral travel because you sleep. The astral body has to feed. It feeds on energy particles. If it doesn't feed, you die. This is a scientific fact. If a person is awake and denied sleep, he will first go unconscious. If they stop him going unconscious, he will die. Why? One, the body cannot repair itself. Two, it'll starve to death because it feeds on particles of energy. it will lift, the astral body actually lifts. It may only lift about what, 2 or 3 centimeters above your own body, just to feed on these particles of energy. The dark side, however, do it a different way. They feed on intimidation. They feed on your fear, on your anxiety, on your anger. All the negative aspects where you go into rage, they feed on it. This is why in the old Buddhist training, they teach you to control, that you do not fear, you do not go into rage, you accept. Once this happens, the person that is trying to get you into rage is suddenly sedated. Why? Because it's fire and water. If someone is tearing into you over something and you use water element, in other words, a calming influence, without going into rage, just being a calming influence, it'll neutralize the whole aspect. If you go into rage as well, you've got an inferno, result destruction. This is the way the dark side works. So you must always be aware of how you think. Always put your head on their shoulders, as it were. I often do it with Dark Raven One, but I find there's nothing in their head for me to get into. You notice that? She went quiet. She knows who's boss, all right.
Rubbish.
Those who are anxious about our dog, she's doing fine. I've worked on her continually, and she's doing fine. She's getting over it. She's not under so much stress. At the moment she's doped out on painkillers, but she's not under hardly any stress now. So that is a good thing. Stress is the one thing I wanted to work on. Not so much the actual damage to a mouth, but the stress. Because stress kills. Having a toothache or having a tooth out does not kill, but the stress does. So we have to keep the stress levels down. My son, he's done fine, as most of you know. He's doing great in college. He's done great in his sports activities. What more can I say? I'm very proud of him, actually. He's a pain in the butt, but...
That's not true.
That is very true.
No, I'm not a pain.
You're a pain in the butt.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
I'm not going to stand here arguing with a pain in the butt. I've got more important things to do.
So you think?
Do you want to do this video over again?
No.
Or stop it?
Right.
Otherwise you will be.
I was only messing with the dead ones.
Don't mess. Not when I'm on camera. Because they all want to see my beautiful, youthful face.
My ass, they do.
I mean, they can't understand how a man of my age can look so young and youthful. And
My
be,
backside.
and be so virile. Oh, what more can you want? Oh, mind you, I think John Earthwalker's been stealing my hair lately when I've been asleep, because a little bit more seems to go each day. So
15 minutes have passed.
His Lordship has stated that there's 15 minutes past. That means I've got to go. I hope you enjoyed this video we've done, and to welcome the new members that have come in. I apologise for not doing this sooner, but you're more than welcome. Namaste. Om Shanti.